Hi everyone, we're here to tell you about our Patreon.
Your support enables our podcast to grow bigger and better. If you love this podcast, check out our VIP area over on Patreon. For as little as £3 a month, that's 70p a week, you gain access to our Patreon exclusive episodes every single week.
These episodes include our monthly talent show, which is live on stage, featuring some of the best comedians in the country. Look at this.
I used to be like a Meatloaf impersonator.
Sing us some Meatloaf right now.
There's evil in the air, there's thunder in the sky, and a killer on a bloodshot streets. Hold down the tunnel where the deadly horizon. Oh, I swear, a young boy down to God.
Plus, you can get up close and personal with us on the Shed episodes, where we are definitely not under the influence of illegal substances.
I'm trying to hold this babe back. Can't hold it back much longer. Oh, not into the
There's an ever-growing archive of Patreon exclusive episodes ready for you to dive into right now this second.
Episodes like the 420 special, where Amy wrote me a comedy set for me to do in front of a live audience who had no idea what I was doing. It was horrific.
It was bad.
Have a look.
I've made a list of the really bad things I've done in my life, and I'm going to make up for them now. I have wanked over my nan. She had really amazing tits.
There's loads of other bonuses like 48 hours early access to our public episodes, pre-sale on tickets and merch.
£5 tiers get you discounts on the live show tickets. You get a free print that was designed by me and Amy. Sick. People put it up in their houses and that. Class.
£10 patrons get free tickets to our live shows. They get a signed print, discount on merch, and an exclusive members only club card.
Ooh, these club cards are reserved for podcast guests and the £10 tier top dons. Check out the details over at patreon.com/the Mild High Club. Join the club, will ya? Get involved.
We absolutely love you guys, and without your support we wouldn't be where we are, so thank you.
We love yous.
On with the show.
These are the best.
I do believe we're sponsored by Manscaped.
Ooh. And you know, when I'm prepping my balls to dip them in household condiments, I'm using Manscaped products. We just received our performance package, and including in that, you get the Lawnmower 4.0, which is this nifty little shaver. Very lightweight. It's waterproof. Got a little light on it so you can really see what's going on down there. You also get Crop Reviver Ball Toner. Give your balls a little spritz, make them smell nice. And you also get some anti-chafing ball deodorant. Look at that. Lovely balls. I'm airy up here. I'm smooth as a seal from the neck down.
Ladies, we go through so much grooming, from eyebrows to eyelashes, hair and nails. The very least your fella can do is tidy up his horrible scraggly ball sack. If you're looking for a chunky gift for your man, look no further than Manscaped.
During the 4 million men worldwide who have reduced odour, their chance of ingrown hairs, nicks and cuts on the ball bag, get yourself a performance package today. Use the code TMHC20 at checkout for 20% off and free shipping. Plus, you get a little gift with it. These anti-chafing underpants. Very soft.
They feel amazing.
And you also get this bag, which is nice and smooth, like your bag will be when you use the Lawnmower 4.0.
You know, if you're looking to buy a gift for your dad, now I don't know much about dads, but from what I see in the films, they've got hairy noses and hairy ears. Well, in that case, the Weed Whacker. Perfect for those hairy crevices.
Get on it. Manscaped.com. Use code TMHC20 at checkout. 20% off. Free shipping. Your balls will thank you. Your missus will thank you. Your fella will thank you.
Your dad'll thank you.
Your dad will thank you. Go get it. We love yous.
Love you.
Back to the show.
Bye.
Nice one. Here we are. We're
Hello.
back.
Episode 65.
That's the one. We're here with,
Welcome, Johnny.
The big 6'5".
Yes,
Yeah.
man. I got you in for the big 6'5". Jonny Bongo, everybody.
Bonnie,
Yes.
Bonnie Jongo.
Guys, thanks for having me in this sick studio and yeah.
What's your
and
beard
thanks
there?
for the
It's going to
wee
go.
Oh, what is?
Going off.
Saucy.
Going off for 65.
That's what we're doing.
We got Callum here as well, filling in for Tom in the corner.
Yes.
It's right.
How we doing?
Yeah, good, man.
Amazing.
good.
How are you?
Yeah, so me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
right.
good.
I coming hot off a roast last night, so if I'm audible to anyone, I apologise.
Just being cold.
Have you ever been roasted?
I haven't, no, it sounds awful. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen a few of them and like, it's just a wee bit.
I like it,
Yeah.
mate. It's
I'm
like the page.
I'm too sensitive, I think, just for,
you know, I can
Yeah.
get. It's one of those ones I can give it, but I can't really take
Yeah,
anything.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
ha ha, but no.
Yeah.
Also no.
I see it like the page me. Like once a year, you just get to say like horrible racist stuff, and everyone laughs at it. You're like, yeah, this is great.
Just once a year. Like,
Just once.
I know you do it anyway.
Shut up, no, don't. Cut that out. But no, it was good. That was dead men talking. It was fun. A bit chaotic. Some people were there just because they was like, oh, there's comedy on for a £5. And there was like a big table who were like so unhappy with everything that was going on. Yeah, it was so moody. And they all like worked it. They were all like civil servants and that. And it was just
really?
like, yeah, it was just
Watching
like
people
there's
like
some
shit
sort
on
of
stuff and that.
yeah.
Are
there's-
they gone?
dear.
Are they gone expecting stand up?
They just gone because it's a £5 at the comedy club.
Yeah.
So they all went down. I think one guy maybe might have known, and everyone was like, "There's going to be a HR meeting with you in the morning, isn't there?" Fucking hell! Like there was a few people that didn't know what was happening, but I think most people enjoyed it.
show
Really, it
though,
was
yeah.
good. It was
So
class.
you used to go way back, don't you? Like you know each
Yeah, I've known you for years, man.
Like crossing paths, isn't it? Like
Yeah, because you used to get tattooed in.
and from across from the shipping forecast, wasn't it?
No, well, yeah, and then on
13A.
Bow Street,
I can never remember because it's always
opposite
moved around.
Maggie Mays and that.
Yeah,
That's where
At
I
the
met
ve-
you.
at the
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very top with Alan.
Fucking years ago, man. And then I remember you used to do the quizzes in the shipping forecast, which were fucking so
Legendary,
good.
like.
Yeah,
So
I remember being there.
Is that how you started as quizzes, and then you got into bingo?
Yeah, I'd worked in bars and restaurants for years, and like you know, and then I was working in the shipping forecast, and then I put on a quiz in the shipping forecast, and it just took off, and like then left bar work and just started doing the quiz and DJing and fell into different stuff, all just by chance. But the quiz was like,
I remember being
was
there when
heavy.
you done like a fucking steeplechase.
yeah,
To-
and, like
to-
people breaking. I think someone broke their arm.
Oh,
there.
it was crazy. They put like bar benches down around the
So-
shipping forecast, and then someone
It
had
was
to
like a
get
big
someone on
loop
the
around
back.
the bar, so you used to get like 200-300 people in every week. It was packed, and it was
It was
just like
sick.
chaos. But I used to do it was like this iconic Jonny Bongo bonus round.
Yeah.
And then one of them was like it might have been like the time of the Grand National, where I just set the bar up this like a lap and was putting like benches and maybe like 3 benches high,
Yeah.
and then people had to get 2 people from the team. Someone had to get on their shoulders. And
Yeah.
just did this fuck off race, like just.
And you were
but,
running
like,
around the
Yeah.
bar.
I was like
and jumping
commenting like
stuff.
over the chair, over
Yeah.
like round breachers, and people were like busting themselves like really
Yeah,
bad.
it was just chaos, man.
There was some really heavy bonus rounds. Like we did like a chili eating sort of like chicken wing thing once, and it was like a Vietnam field hospital out there. Everyone was just running about, like people throwing water and milk over each other. No, like it was. I was standing in the middle of it, like after the challenge, just going like, "Fuck, someone's gonna die here."
Yeah. Was that the worst one? You think you done the chili one or?
The chili one, I'm trying to think. There was loads. There was one where you had the neck. It was the first person to drink 2 liters of milk and then a bottle of undiluted Vimto right after.
Oh my
So it
Jesus
was
Christ!
just like projectile purple. Like,
Everywhere.
Oh my
it was like-
God.
But then it was the bar the next day. Like I went in to like collect my pay or whatever, and it just fucking stunk of like stale milk, but a little fruity.
Yeah, quite
Like
nice
a little
actually.
nice note at the
Yeah,
end. Like, oh, that's a
undertone.
little undertone at the end of
Vimto.
Vimto.
Yeah, that's
That's
good, man.
So
amazing.
yeah, no, it was
Do you
class.
know, there's so many ways to make a good living, like there's stocks and shares and that. But if you can do it doing that,
Yeah, what
make
yous
it-
have done
like
is
just
like-
having fun. That's the best job
Yeah,
available,
big
I
time.
think, innit?
Yeah, just doing anything you enjoy, innit? Like,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
can tap into something,
Mm.
you know, that you actually love doing. It's just
Yeah.
the best
So
thing
for
ever.
anyone who doesn't know,
Trying to
Johnny invented Bongos Bingo, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
invented
Um,
it, started it.
Which is like
Amazing.
bingo. Your usual game of bingo involved in a big rave and a party, innit?
Big rave, mad prizes, like it's just.
But I love how
chaotic.
serious some people take the bingo side of it.
Everyone does.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
boss.
that's like the part of it. Like we were giving away. I gave away. Do you know in home and bargain? You know home and bargain.
Home and bargain,
on
yeah.
bargains.
No, home and bargain.
Home and
Home
bargain.
bargains.
It's home and bargain, mate, yeah.
We were giving away as a prize recently, like the last couple of weeks, of the security guard that's in the window. You ever been in
Yeah,
home and bargain?
yeah.
You know that
Yeah.
guy
Yeah,
there?
he made me shit
So
myself multiple
Him
times.
was like a home security system, so we've been giving him away like as a prize. But during it, like on Saturday night when it was like calling numbers, so like, if you've never been to like the bingo before, it's just like chaotic at one moment, and then next minute it's just
Eyes
silence.
down, yeah.
But I was
Yeah.
like just calling the numbers, and like like 1,000 people in there, and you could just hear a pin drop. And I just started laughing at myself, thinking like, nice one, guys. Really appreciate the concentration for this cardboard cutout.
Security guard, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what's like the most insane gift that like
prizes?
prize? Yeah.
We've done loads. Like we've done holidays.
Didn't you have a Porsche one time?
We did a Porsche for one of the
Shut up.
birthdays. Yeah, like a second-hand one. Like
Oh,
Yeah, but still.
we did a boat. We did a boat once. Like we gave away this. We bought this like it was
Stop.
kind of like a fishing boat, kind of
Yeah.
like I can't even remember where we got it. But
We
bought
really
it.
want a boat and we want to call it.
Sorry,
Pussy
one
Whip.
sec.
You know when like someone wins them big prizes?
Yeah.
Can you like keep hold of it for them for a bit, or do they have to like just go around town with a boat?
Immediately.
Well, that was like quite
in
early
Pop
on. We
World.
did that. We gave away that boat, and then 2 or 3 days later, some guys like they messaged us on I can't remember like Facebook or whatever, and they'd got a license to bring it out on the water and had it on the Mersey.
That's so funny.
Just they got whatever they needed to do to
So-
to put it into the water.
Say if we got that boat, we would just have to put it in the street then.
You just have to
put it on your
outside
drive or
house
something.
Yeah.
on like the trailer thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we haven't got a garden.
It's a bit of a
street.
hindrance sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in terrace houses at street parking and be like, oh, we need a space for our boat now.
Yeah.
Can you convert a boat into a car?
What do you mean?
You can
Like-
if you go on
If you
Top
put
Gear.
wheels on it, like
Yeah, if you put wheels on it and
Maybe
an
James May,
engine,
maybe.
yeah.
could you have a boat as a car?
Scrap heap challenge or whatever
Yeah.
it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
I think you
Patreon
can have
special.
like anything in the car. Like if you just
If you just put 4 wheels and an engine on it, and it's a car, innit?
There's a
what-
guy by mine who's got a massive boat with wheels on. And,
Is it a
he's
car?
Is it a car?
definitely
Is it a big Jeep?
prepared- like he's definitely prepared for like an apocalypse. Like
Yeah.
the way it's set up, it's just like a huge big steel like boat thing with massive
Well,
wheels.
it's like those ones. I
Class.
can't remember what the word is. Is it what's the amphibious? Is it? Do you remember the
Yeah,
duck
yeah,
boats
the
in
duck
Liverpool?
boats.
Yeah.
That
Did it.
sank though, didn't it?
Yeah, it sank.
Yeah.
They just did tours around Liverpool
Yeah.
driving, and then they went down the aisle
Into the Mersey.
into
The
the
yellow
Mersey.
duck marine.
Yeah, but then it did. It sank.
R.I.P.
It's gone.
We'll
like
we'll dedicate this episode to the yellow duck.
65. The boat gone. But
Yeah,
not forgotten, like.
That's it.
I brought you a little present as well.
Oh,
Yeah, I brought you a
What?
little gift. Well, you know, it's like mild high and all. Look,
Hmm.
I brought you a wee zoot.
Hey!
I don't even smoke it, but
Is right.
I've been all around Liverpool today.
Just asking crackheads for a joint or what?
You know, like, because I'm like really into my weed and all.
Yeah.
It's blue sushi.
Blue sushi?
Blue sushi grown by the 10 in Cali. You heard of the 10?
No, but I've heard of Cali.
Yeah, they're a group of growers in Cali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cross.
Are you saying Cali like California or
Yeah,
Calais
Cali.
like France?
No, like, no, not like Cali.
It's quite posh that.
No, Cali in
Notes of
Cali,
info.
California. So there you go.
Thank you.
It's right.
so
Apparently
much.
it's dank. Apparently it's
Yeah.
heavy.
It's right.
And I've
great,
also
that.
been instructed to tell you after smoking it, have an orange Lucozade to get a bit of a crunchy buzz.
Crunchy
Whatever that
buzz.
means. Don't
It's
even know
right.
what it means.
It's
Gonna get
right.
whiffed in a bit. Nice
Yeah,
one,
so
Johnny.
it's,
That's
I think it's part of the Skittles and something else.
Oh,
crossbred
okay.
Nice,
together.
it's not laced with.
Yeah, I know more about weed than you do. Like,
Yeah, you do.
She's like a bit
'Cause
perplexed
you're-
when I'm
I mean,
explaining it.
I'm just here for if it's weed, I'm smoking it. If you tell me the name, I'll have a look at it. That's good.
I've got my notes here. Like,
We get
Just play the
we
little
get free.
What's chaos in here?
I don't know what's going on here. You know?
34% cannabinoids.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Like
It's that.
Callum's
it's
just
that
playing a
potent-
game.
It's that potent that it's just wrecked the electrics in there.
I know. Put
That's
that
what
away.
It says that here. Do not keep around electronic goods.
I have no.
Why are you playing dinosaur games, Callum? What's going on?
What? I'll do put
Oh,
it
you may as
back
well play it.
Callum,
Where's your map? Press escape or
you're
something.
making us look unprofessional.
I'm so sorry.
So there you go, Blue Sushi.
Nice one, man. I
Thank you.
appreciate
Brack
it.
Road.
Never heard.
Shout out Kendo from Brack Road.
Shout
Nice
out
one.
the Big
It's
Ten
right.
in Cali as well.
Yeah, we get given our drugs for free.
Right.
So there's
As
no.
what's just happened
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
happens
yeah.
all the time.
So we don't know where
Put
they
them in
come
a weed
from.
pocket.
We just know that they work.
Right, sound.
Well,
Well, yeah, send me
that's
the
it.
review anyway and
Yeah.
Well,
let
man,
me
yeah.
know.
Amazing.
Orange look as
Have to
it.
go pick up some
Thank you so
Lucos on the
much.
way home. Yeah,
Crunchy
definitely.
buzz.
We've got a
You ever had a
Callum.
crunchy buzz?
No, I can't wait for the
Callum's
crunchy
shitting
buzz. I mean,
but why don't you go and get
Proper sweating, you know, because
Will
I'm
you
trying
go-
to get that off.
just go ask Finn what to do, please. We'll give Johnny.
Are you on work experience? Is it?
What a fucking nightmare.
He's on trial, yeah, he's on loan.
You're fired.
While Callum's out the room sorting this out, we'll give you our little gift we give to people.
Oh, sick.
It's a members-only club card.
Right.
So this entitles you to one favour.
Yeah, you get any favour offers like the Mafia.
Oh, sick.
Okay.
Don't have
man.
to use it now, do you?
No, you can preserve
Anytime,
it.
2 years down the line, if you need us to come do something.
It doesn't have. It doesn't
shout.
have like a stamp or nothing though. What's
You
the
write your-
expiry?
You
date?
write your name on
Right,
it.
okay.
No
Name on
expiry date until we're dead. Really.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
Or
you're
you're
dead. Yeah.
That more importantly, yeah.
Fantastic. I
If,
really
right.
appreciate
if you're
it.
ever in
not
a
as-
pickle,
I feel like
we'll try and help you.
his gift was way better than ours. But
Oh, it definitely was, but
yeah. Sorry.
I'll probably I'll probably just use it if I'm like freaking out sometime and I need to be.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Instead of
You just
phoning-
need calming down.
Instead of phoning the Samaritans, I'll just go straight.
There's
to
a bell
you.
to us,
Just
yeah,
have a
It's
little
right,
chat.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Right, let's fix
Finn's
this
here trying to
fucking-
fix what's going on. Do you know why that happened, Finn?
The internet wasn't on.
Oh, is that them
The internet
screens
wasn't
through
on.
the internet,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cut this little bit out. Look at Callum looking like a naughty school kid now. Thanks, Finn, our hero.
Thank you, Finn.
Get back in your corner there, Callum. So,
So you might like this. We're planning a sports day on Patreon.
Okay.
On drugs, a sports day on drugs.
Right.
So
Is
here,
that the name you've come up with? You must have a name for it, like.
sports day on drugs.
Right. Cool.
yes.
We
So-
might have to think of a name now. You've put me on the spot for thinking of a cool name.
Here's the games: egg and spoon, sack race, three-legged race, wheelbarrow race, hula hoop relay. So you got a hula hoop,
It's just going to be fucking well hard to do.
It's just a sport. Oh, but it's on.
but it's on drugs.
Shouldn't it be like the things are sort of drug related as well?
Well, they
Like egg and
sport
spoon race, but like like the crack heroin spoon kind of like.
heroin spoon race. That would be good, but
It's getting chased
in
by a load of
trouble.
crackheads. Like,
Yeah.
because we're going to be on a park, and if the kids, there might be kids, and
Yeah.
heroin is not.
Well, I think just the whole
Right.
thing of a sports day on drugs around kids isn't great anyway. Like,
Yeah.
but
what's going on today?
Johnny,
Feeling
this is your fault, Liz.
happened
It's you
now?
or Callum. Johnny, this never happens. The cameras run smooth. The telly doesn't go off. We just
We're back.
carry on like nothing
You can do that if you want.
happened.
Yeah, just carry on like nothing happened. Where are we up to?
The hula hoop relay race.
Yeah, that's going to be dead hard. I can't hula hoop stood still. So
Get
running
practicing, guys. I'm telling you now.
Have you got to run while hula hooping?
Yeah.
seems impossible, that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe
Especially off
round,
your
maybe
tits as
round the
well.
neck.
Okay, maybe that'll be a bit easier.
Blindfold relay, but the baton, dildos.
nice.
In a park.
Full of kids.
That's why we don't want to bring heroin.
No, just dildos. If you need dildos, though, I've got a warehouse full of them. Like,
Have you
A
actually?
warehouse
full?
I'm making a film based around sex work. Can we have some dildos?
yeah, you can. Yeah, that's fine.
Is right. Why have you got a warehouse full of dildos?
Well, it's a bingo prize, isn't it? So,
Oh, okay.
it's an iconic bingo prize, the double
Right,
ender.
yeah.
But because we do that many shows, we've got this warehouse in Boodle.
Just
It's
full of
just
prizes.
Full of prizes, like
That's so funny.
just
Amazing.
rows and rows. It's like being
There's
in, like,
loads of
being
Ainsley
King.
Harriets and that.
Just Harriets, unicorns, Cocoa Pops, Hoovers, a whole
That's
a whole
hilarious.
dildo section. it's like IKEA. Like, where's the dildos? You want to go Alpha?
That's amazing.
The cutout
it's so
security guard. Stopping people coming in.
10 of them.
Yeah, you're never getting past them, fucking hell. That's
I
so
love your
funny.
life. That's so good. Right, so beanbag toss, but I want to put the hoop on. Do you know you throw the beanbag through? I want to put that on Tom's head on a headband.
Yes.
So that
Because he said he didn't want to take part in the sport, so we're like, well, you're being a prop then. We're throwing
yeah.
stuff at your head.
What a
yeah.
ming.
I know.
I thought you'd have been up for
He's
it.
going to be the
What?
referee, though. I'm going to put a
gonna-
skate on him.
I'm going to throw things at
Just
him.
cause.
And then the last one, tug of war.
Yes.
Yep. That sounds
Flying.
fun, doesn't it, on drugs?
With like a big bag of lemo in the middle of it. Like,
Get some local crackheads to come really fight for it.
pulling it
Yeah.
like,
Should we start doing bum fights again? That was sick, remember that?
yeah, do you remember
Remember
that?
bum
Bum
fights?
fight?
That was heavy,
It
that.
was an American
Oh.
thing.
Like loads of bum cheeks.
Oh, right. That's what I was thinking, but homeless, okay.
No, it's homeless people fighting each other for crack. and like doing stuff like
Very
pulling
early on.
teeth out and that.
More,
and
was that that was like early internet, wasn't it?
yeah, it was like
Getting like
early
DVD.
2000s.
I think it might have even on like DVDs getting circulated about school. Like
yeah.
the guy got bum fights tattooed on his head and all.
They used to like pull the teeth out and that. They had one guy eat a raw frog.
No.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it
very
was
heavy.
just
Like.
all sorts, and then just paying them to fight each other and shit like in the street.
Wow, we'll do
was
that
mad.
next year.
There was one, it was just dead sad, but it was also hilarious. Diving for crack rocks. He like threw crack rocks into a pool and had all these homeless people jumping in the pool,
Oh,
diving.
I remember that now.
No.
It was just crazy.
It was mad, like
Yeah.
How old are you?
35.
You're older than me.
Yeah. All right. Fucking hell. Little pop there. So you're making us a trophy for the sports day?
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
In my head, it's gonna be sick.
In real life, it might be rubbish.
Yeah, it might fall apart. Like.
Tell me what you're planning on doing.
Nah, surprise.
Okay.
Amy doesn't like surprises.
Oh, do you not?
No.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get a bong.
Because I don't think it's going to turn out like this anyway.
No, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna get a bong, and I'm gonna get like the wooden like trophy little thing. I'm gonna put it on that, and then I'm gonna get you a mild high thing, and then stick it on the bong. But it's gonna be like gold. I'm gonna get like all spray painted gold and that.
Yeah, it's gonna be
right,
sick.
That would have been better as a surprise. That
I know.
no.
Yeah.
it?
Forget that.
I forgot.
But
You know what
the
I'm
great
like.
thing is we can just smoke out of it as well because it'll still be able to.
Yeah, we just chong it.
Yeah.
Chong out the trophy to start the games,
Yeah.
and then
Get all that gold paint fumes in it as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
It'd be a
Right.
good buzz, won't
there's
it?
the real drugs. Yeah, yeah, crunchy buzz.
Boss. Do people do drugs at Bongos
Bingo, I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Because a lot of people will come for the party side of it as well, won't they?
It's such a mix now. Like the crowd, which is one of the things I love about it so much. Like it's such a like fucking wide, varied audience of all ages.
There never seems to be any like moody vibes there either.
Never, I think as well, if people are coming with that kind of like sort of attitude, it goes dead quick. Because the thing is like we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah.
And like you feel like, because people are like, oh, I don't want to go, you have to get up and dance on the benches and all this here. But once, even if that's not like your personality, you feel more awkward not doing it.
Yeah.
Because you're the only one sat down then.
Yeah. And it's just class. Like I've never known an atmosphere
it's
like
boss.
it.
It's mad you've made something that's probably on people's like bucket lists to do, isn't
Yeah,
it?
definitely.
Oh, it will be. Like how big
Have
it
you
is
not
now.
been then?
No, I've not been. No.
You've been.
I've been, yeah.
Ages ago.
One
though, not
time I
recently.
went and Amy nearly died, so I had to leave.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Nice one.
That wasn't the funnest of Bongos Bingos for me. But yeah,
Dean's mum was like, just leave him to it. And I was like, okay. I don't know his night.
so yeah, I haven't been for a while, like, but
Well,
definitely
you just need to come down. Come down because we've got our own venue now in Liverpool.
Yeah,
So
it's sick.
It's class content.
yeah.
Yeah, it's where we did the
The live,
have a word stuff. So
yeah,
That was so
amazing.
sick. You were doing a little DJ set at the end of that as
enjoyed
well.
Oh, that went
like,
off. It was
class.
boss,
Some heavy
yeah.
tunes.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
come down, man. It'd be boss. But they're all over now, aren't they? Like worldwide. Like
Yeah, so we're doing
so,
like
so good.
probably shy of 30 shows a week.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's
There's
like
30 shows a week.
in the
he's
UK,
not at all
like-
of them.
No, I don't do them all anymore.
Insane.
Yeah, we've got 15 hosts, 30, 40 dancers, and then
In my stupid head, I was like, there's only 7 days in a week. How does that?
triple matinee shows and everything. No, we do. We like it's class because on the weekend, just pretty much everyone's based in Liverpool, and there's just loads of vans go out to like
Yeah.
all over, and
Yeah.
just do
Vans
the
full
shows,
of
and
dildos
it's like
and
dildos and hoovers and
and
stuff.
That's
balls.
class, man. So
Wow.
good. So good to see how big it's got.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it gets massive when you see little snide rip-offs of it.
Yeah,
See them all
yeah.
the time going, Bonkers Bingos. And you're
Yeah.
like, fuck off,
Yeah,
another one.
there's loads, but like it used to.
It's going to happen, innit?
Stuff like that used to like really bother me, like, but now it's just like, it's
You're just so big now
Yeah.
that
And they say-
nothing's going to compete with it anyway.
I think
Is
so.
it?
Yeah.
I think one of the main things is like we're now like a gambling company. Like we're like a registered bingo company. We have all the
Yeah.
licenses and stuff. So and we've taken years to like get all that sorted. So I think when these copycat ones come along, I think they look at it and
Think it's
they
easier
just
to
think
do.
This is easy.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
I
Like
think people do it with podcasts as
yeah,
well.
I think that exactly. People just go, oh, I'll try that, and then
Yeah.
they do and don't realize how much like work goes
Yeah.
into it. You know, the tech behind there, just like
Yeah.
sorting everything out, the screens.
It's
and,
Yeah,
hard
you
just
know.
playing games and
You
that.
had one job. Keep them screens on. Is it?
So you're from whereabouts in Ireland? Are you from?
So I'm from Belfast, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
yeah, I moved over to Liverpool when I was about 18, and then moved to London, and then back to Liverpool. Liverpool's like my home now.
Yeah.
Like,
Why did you go to London? Just.
the girl I was with at the time went down the acting route,
Oh,
and she
yeah.
got an agent, and we went down to London and moved there.
Yeah.
Then she got binned off. And,
By you or the
Sorry.
agent?
by both.
Fuck you.
Yeah, whatever. You're still watching.
It's right. Yeah,
You know, yeah,
Liverpool's
you've
great.
proper been like integrated into Liverpool now,
I
innit?
love it,
Like,
yeah.
sick.
It's just such a class city, like, and a lot of I always sort of say, like, the success of the bingo, I reckon if we had started it in any other city,
Yeah.
I don't think it would ever have
No.
got as big as it's got now. I think Liverpool's a massive part of that.
Yeah, it's a
We got,
lunatic
like,
city,
and
innit?
just
Yeah.
people just sort of like, I don't know, people take it as if you ever know anyone was ever talking about it, people are like, that's from Liverpool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a Liverpool brand.
Yeah. Have
So-
you got one in Ireland? You doing one in Ireland?
We've
It's
done
not-
one in Belfast, but the rules over there are so strict about, like, it's just stupid.
Oh,
Especially Northern Ireland, it's so backwards.
With
Well, I used to live in the
gambling and that,
Republic.
or
Can't have
because of COVID and shit?
Republic's right. No, with you
Right.
can't have a gambling license and an alcohol license at the same time. So any bingo halls in Northern Ireland, you can't serve alcohol at it.
Right. That's
And
annoying.
that's like, it's a massive part of like Bongos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like
What about drugs?
it's always back to the drugs in it.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
It's got drugs there.
No, it's just so sick how big it's gone. 'Cause it was just like, it was like once a month or something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
when it first
we
started.
did it.
And
It was just off the back of the quiz, and then we did once a week, and it just grew, and then
Yeah.
it went to like Thursday and Saturday, and then moved and started doing some Manchester, Leeds.
yeah. And then
And
you're
then-
doing like Amsterdam and Australia
Yeah.
and all shit
But
like
there
that,
was-
wasn't
there
it?
was a-
Just,
there was a year where I was just doing 5 a week. Like,
yeah.
it was just so like class. Thinking back
Yeah.
to it, like
Yeah.
if
But
it wasn't-
tiring and that,
if it
like,
wasn't for the
effort.
Buckfast, I wouldn't have been able to do it like that.
Yeah.
Liquid drugs.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah. We've had a question about Buckfast, I think. We've got a couple of questions from our patrons, so we'll go through.
If it's Buckfast related questions, I'm here all day. Like I can do a TED talk on Buckfast.
This one's from Andrew Boyle. Who in the room do you think could see off a bottle of Bucky the fastest?
We can't include you in that, I don't think, because
Yeah.
you'd absolutely rinse it.
You don't drink, do you?
No.
Well, you're kind of out there now, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
just-
you drink more than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd say if it was down to like speed drinking, I reckon you've probably got
You used to
speed
be-
drinking and you're good at the old necking.
Yeah.
Used to be like alcohol.
I used to be a good drinker, like, yeah. Back in the day. Yeah.
He'd finish off like bottles of rum and just be fine.
Yeah,
Oh.
then there you go, mate.
Yeah. I'd probably feel shite after it, like, but I reckon I could smash
Not
through
right,
it
not
dead
right
easy.
after it, like
Yeah.
because it's just packed with caffeine. So you just like
Oh, yeah.
you get an initial like doing a line of drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs.
You might like Buckfast
Somebody
then.
say drugs. Amazing. What's the best city you've done it in then?
Apart from Liverpool, because
Apart from Liverpool, the cities at work, I love it. Like Glasgow, all cities that are quite similar to Liverpool, Newcastle, Glasgow,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manchester. Like
Non-internationally.
How did you
a lot
find it
with
translated going to like Dubai and shit like that?
Dubai was mad. Like the first one in Dubai, I was sort of thinking like, oh, this is going to be a bit like weird. It's a bit stale. And
Yeah.
there were certain things we had to change in the show. So the show we have dancers that are like, it's not quite drag, but it's just party boys in like
Yeah.
in Disney
wigs and dresses and shit like that.
so
Yeah.
we couldn't do that. And that was about it really. But because, especially when we first did Dubai, the scene out there is quite posy. It's quite like, you know, everything's fucking billionaires and getting bottles
Instagram
and tables
shit,
and
like,
yeah.
Mm.
Whereas we're like playing S Club 7 and just like, you know, and
Having a
So
laugh in it,
much
it's just
better.
having
having a good
bit of
time. Yeah.
So the crowd that we got on that first show, one, it was all Scousers, and like I remember going to the toilet and like some guy like, "Hey, Bongo, do you want a stripe?" And I was like, "What in Dubai? Like this is nuts." And but before going on, whoever, I can't remember, it was like the venue manager or whatever. Just before going on stage, she just said like, "By the way, just don't mention the Quran." And I was like, okay, signed.
Now I want to.
And that was it. An hour and a half of just like, if you've got a bingo crowd, I was like, it ruined the show for me, like, because it had that sort of element of could be sentenced to death.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what I mean?
because you wouldn't have mentioned it.
No.
Why would you have mentioned it?
And,
And then they go, don't mention the Quran. You're like,
I'm
oh, I can
getting
think
20
about the
lashes
Quran
here
now.
and left out in the desert.
Like, strict on like the drinking rules there as well. Like,
No, it's mad, especially now. Like Dubai's just it's like it's pretty similar to like Vegas or something.
Yeah.
So as soon as you're in like hotels, it's all fine.
Yeah.
I think it's like the horror stories you hear of people getting arrested is all like people being drunk in the street, but you can't. There is no streets. Like it's all just like hotel to hotel.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, and people are just getting taxis back to their apartment blocks or whatever. So,
Yeah.
but it is wild out there. Like,
Yeah.
Have you gone to America?
so that was the plan just before. That was the plan just before COVID hit. We had it
that'd
all
be
signed
sick.
off.
Yeah.
So I want to. That's definitely something I want to look into.
Where you
next
where you
year.
trying to look to go? Vegas and that, or?
That's on the cards, but again, it's tough with like gambling license because it's all probably, I don't know, run by the mob or something like
Yeah,
that.
right.
But
Yeah.
I'd like to start and do maybe the East Coast and do like New York, Boston. That was the plan anyway.
Yeah.
Just
That'd be
before
boss.
COVID.
Them
so.
crowds would probably be better. Like, I don't know if like LA sort of vibe with it might be a bit too.
The thing is,
Posity and
bingo's,
that as
bingo's
well.
a thing out there anyway. Like,
Yeah.
so they only go up to 75 numbers though. I don't know why.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's
We
mad,
go up
isn't
to
it?
90 here
Yeah.
in Europe.
The heads will fall off, won't they?
Too much, yeah.
I don't know what's going on
Yeah,
there.
I won't be like adapting the show. I'll be giving them the extra numbers.
Yeah. And they won't be able to follow the cards
you've got
and
15
they're all
more
over the
numbers.
place.
And they're like, "Fucking,
Yeah.
who is this guy?
Yeah, it'd be sick that. It's just like there's just no end to how big it can get, really. Is there, like, because you've only gone to certain countries
Yeah.
so far. There's so many other places you can take it and things you can do with it, and that's just gonna be so sick.
I think like the way I look at it now is like when we first started, it had an element of like, right, how long can we do this for? A bit of a like, is it a flash in the pan? You know, we'll just go with the flow. And I'm still like that now, but now it sort of feels it's like part of the ether. It's part of like, it's just another version of bingo. So like people would choose to go to a traditional bingo hall or to Bongos Bingo. That's the kind of way it feels
Yeah,
now.
even like
so.
the age ranges in them. Like when I went, there was like women in the 40s and that all sat having a boss time, and then young like students and that, and just the amount of people it brings together is just so good. It's boss.
It's like there's a woman that comes every year, like for her birthday. She's Anne Gandhi, MBE. She's 95 now, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, she loves it. Like,
That's boss.
that's so sick.
yeah.
Love
There's
it.
a question about people being pissed or something. What's that? I think it's underneath Andrews from Amy.
Yeah.
He's on the ball today, isn't he? Like,
fucking smashing it. Sorry, guys.
full description of what it was and everything. It's right under there. It's from Amy. And it's right being
He's
pissed.
playing a
Something
dinosaur
that.
game. Is that
Let
like
me
you
just
do it?
look through the list here. Scrolling.
He's still playing that dinosaur game
He's
on that
got it,
laptop.
yeah.
That's what he's doing.
He's hooked, mate. He's on the Habbo Hotel. What's your question, Amy?
What's the worst thing / best thing someone has done whilst pissed up? Is it as gross as we can assume?
There was one time it was so funny. I'd said something during the bank. I can't remember. Someone had won something, and like I got them on stage, and said like, "Oh, where are you from? What's your name?" Blah blah. And they said they were from the Wirral, and like Liverpool crowds are like sort of going, "Boo, the Wirral."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh yeah." I can't remember. I've said something like, "Oh, the boring Wirral" or something like that. And next, so she went off stage, and then like 2 numbers next, sometimes I just see like from the back. Someone like, because it's all like long sort of like benches, you know, like sort of
Like cabaret tables,
like a
innit?
German beer hall or whatever. Just this guy, completely bolloco, just running, not along the middle, along the big tables, like drinks going everywhere. And he just jumped up on the stage and was just like, "I'm from the Wirral. Am I boring?" And it was just like, next minute he just gets like fucking speared by the
No
security
way.
and straight out like the fire door.
What a sight that would have been
It was
seeing
like-
him
and then-
coming down like the Terminator.
his
Just
wang.
fucking.
Yeah, and then like my
Flapping.
mates, they had like a music studio next door to where Camp and Furnace was when we were doing it at the time, and like my mate texted me. They went out for a smoke, like in their band rehearsal, going, "It's just some guy like naked out here chatting to us, like saying he was at the bingo, but he got thrown out." I was like, "Is he still naked?" He's like, "Yeah." He sent me like a photo of him, just standing there, just chatting. So whoever that guy was, fair play to the Wirral.
Yeah, class.
Maddest bastard on the Wirral.
It's right, yeah. Love that.
Shout out the winner.
Is that like, so What's like the worst thing? Just people always knocking it, and that's just from being.
Do you know what? It's
Super
not really
pissed,
that.
or-
It's not really that bad. Like you see,
No.
I think like by the end when you're watching people, because it's quite concentrated show. Like it starts at 8 and at 11, it's quite full on. There's no real like lull in it. It's just like 100 miles.
No time
an hour.
to sit and properly get swatted. Is
Not
there
really.
like?
I think the people that get there early, like then to get down the front and stuff, they're a bit more leery. But it's one of those ones. At the end of the night, you just see people just going off in the night. I don't even think people go out after. You know, like you don't really.
Just exhausted after
That's it, it's like
3
bed.
hours of dancing in it. Like
Too much fun. I feel like you've got the perfect equation there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a big head of fun.
Yeah, smashed it.
yeah. Have to definitely have to do come down to one, man. It'd be sick.
Yeah, because I've not been.
You never experienced it yet, have you?
No, I've been to your venue though. It's a nice venue.
Yeah, but not for bingo.
No.
It is a great venue. It's cool that you've got that as well. When did that come about?
So that came about through our legal battle with Camp and Furnace that we had. So boo. Yeah, so we were doing it we started the venue that we started the first ever bingo night. A few years down the line, they tried to say that they owned it. They because it had started there.
Right.
They had like the copyright to it. It was just all like absolute balls.
Yeah.
So it ended up going to like a high court case for a couple of weeks, and like it took ages. It was dead stressful, but
it wasn't long ago. Like you shared it on Facebook like a year, like 2 years ago or whatever.
Yeah,
today,
That just because they did this famous thing. Like when the dispute came out, they tried to get the jump on us by announcing, and they did it like in this block page. Camp and Furnace owns the rights, invented, created, funded Bongos Bingo, blah blah, and it was the biggest like PR nightmare. You just put it out, and next minute
everyone just
was
went,
like,
"No, you
"What are
never."
on about?" Like, it was really, really bad and really funny, and it was also like good because at that time it was like my head was gone. I was like, I can't even believe that this is happening.
Yeah,
it just felt so
snide,
far fetched, and like so when all that was going on and people were commenting on it,
everyone just backing you, going, "No, fuck off." Yeah.
So like it was mad. So because of that, we didn't have a venue, and there was a bit of land in Kane's Brewery, which is just
the Baltic.
We literally built a venue in 6 weeks because we had tickets on sale for August and we're moving out of Camp and Furnace in July. And it was like, we need somewhere to do these shows.
Yeah.
So we literally just built it in 6 weeks. My business partner,
so it's like purpose built.
It's the first. I can't remember what the stat is. It's like the first purpose built bingo hall in something like 50 years because they're all being like knocked down.
Yeah,
the first one that's been built.
That's so
like
funny as well.
Good
isn't it?
stat.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just so mad that that's like a thing, innit? It's like, oh, we've just built the first purpose-built bingo hall in 50 years, and it just goes absolutely off in there. Like it's fucking crazy.
It's class. Like it was a mad time, like and dead stressful, and going to court, like fucking high court in Manchester. I was like, this is mental. Like it's
all over bingo as well.
All over like this, all over this claim of like we own like.
Yeah, I love that because like bingo's associated with old people and that in it, and you've just totally reinvented it, and great ingenuity, Johnny.
Oh, thanks so much.
Where did like the original idea come from? Like, was you just like, I love doing bingo?
No, it was from it was like an extension of the quiz.
Oh,
and
right,
that was kind of like the quiz was kind of like the main thing that during the court case that stood out because it was like before bingo, I was doing this quiz, which was just like mad quiz, mad prizes, a rave element to it, which has at the bingo.
Yeah.
And all it was after I'd been doing the quiz for so long, I just fancied something else.
Yeah.
And it was literally just changing like the quiz format to bingo. So instead of questions,
I feel like there's
bingo.
way more prep for the quiz in it. Like you need to do all the questions.
You got to write questions.
Yeah, with bingo,
So
you just go
numbers.
Got to press those numbers. That's
someone's
it.
already made them numbers.
I think that's why I'd like.
Is right.
I think that's why I was ready for a change after like 5 years.
Right.
Yeah, you must have asked all the questions.
No, I just what I used to do is I used to just rehash the questions.
Okay.
I'd be like, right, I'm going to write this boss quiz and then go. Here's one I've already done from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, because people aren't going to remember them, are
But
they?
then forgot like that there'd be like questions from like stuff that was relevant in 2011, and I'd be like asking about like top goal scorer for who's the Liverpool's top goal scorer in this season, and then I was forgetting that, oh shit, that's like 3 years ago. He doesn't even play for them anymore.
Well, speaking, this kind of links into, I guess, changing the game. We got contacted by a new platform. It's called Fireside. So I got contacted by someone called Fallon Fatema, and she works in like Silicon Valley. She's collaborated with Mark Cuban, and they've made this app, and it's in the works, but it's going to be like metaverse compatible, for like creators to. So for example, if we did a live podcast via this app, then all our viewers with their avatars can like be involved in the show. And we can bring them on stage virtually.
Yeah.
Like a
Sick
new
that, innit?
virtual.
Yeah, I'll just be on stage looking like Shrek. Just go, on top of Everest.
Did you
and that.
just smoke that little spliff on the I just zoned out for a minute, and then next minute you're talking about virtual avatars and all.
Yeah.
But honestly, my head fell off because...
What's the metaverse?
Do you not know what the metaverse
Is that the Facebook thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's... but it's
Just like virtual reality
so
world,
what
isn't
it? It's the new version of the internet.
Right.
It's like Web 3. Okay.
Web 3, Johnny. Everyone's so get on it. Virtual Bongos Bingo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Put the old headset on and
Yeah.
all.
Is right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's only like about 500 creators. There's not much info about it because it's in the early stages. But I got this invite, and there's only about 500 creators on there, and one of them's Jay Leno.
What? The fucking maddest
then
email
us.
chain.
It's Jay Leno and us.
Amy off the
Having
tits
it.
chatting to Jay Leno. Do you want to come and do sports,
Come on,
Jay?
come on the pod, Jay. Yeah, it's mad that, innit?
And the only reason I can think why we've been invited is because I was in uni. I'm a mature student. And I had to do this presentation to someone called Alex McDowell. Like, our uni was the only uni in the UK that got picked because we're proper povs, right? And I had to, like, give a pitch to Alex McDowell, who's the creative director of, like, Fight Club and Superman. And he's won, like, BAFTA stuff and all this. And then after that, I did a really good job, just so you know. And then... and then not, like, I was like, I don't know what'll happen from it. But then I ended up getting this email, and I think it might be linked because I don't know how else
Fallon Fatemi's got our
Mark
email
Cuban
address.
would email.
Mad, innit? Just chilling with Jay Leno in the metaverse. What are you going to do with that?
You know.
That's mad, isn't it?
What's it called?
Fireside. And it is legit. I checked.
Right. It's not like a pyramid scheme or something.
No.
Okay.
But it's the future, guys. So get ready for the metaverse.
Get ready to watch
Web
us on
3.
top of Everest. That's what's going to happen. Just do a
Yeah.
little gig on top of
I'm gonna be
Everest.
a
It'd be sick.
Pokemon.
Yeah. Okay. Have you got a... Well, it us with another question there, Callum.
Yeah. From Dan Roberts, what would your weapon of choice be in a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh.
Crossbow, maybe?
Yeah? Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Good shout that, actually. It's not noisy and it's...
Yeah,
you can
and
kill them
it's
from range.
Reusable.
Reusable.
Yeah.
You have to have some pretty strong arrows, though.
No, you don't. The
For it
steel.
to keep using it over and over again, innit?
Steel.
Yeah. I think some sort of...
What's this steel I was looking at this morning?
Are you getting prepared?
Damascus steel.
Damascus steel crossbow. That's
Yeah.
what you want.
That's what you want. Damascus steel with what kind of handle? Where's my
dragon
man here?
glass?
Damascus and Ironwood.
Ooh, yeah. Sounds
There
like
you
a
go.
banging crossbow.
But I could use that. That is genuinely a conversation
Ironwood?
I'm having with a guy in Ireland who's making me a knife.
Ooh. For what?
It just zombie apocalypse. I'm not prepared. Just a nice knife.
Is
cooking with and
ironwood
that.
Yeah.
wood that is as strong as iron?
I don't know. I was just chatting knife chat this morning.
You know, a load of people
He just said
in Ireland-
Damascus and Ironwood is such a killer combination.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Knife friend, isn't it?
No, friend.
You know, loads of like people in Ireland that do. Didn't you know, like a butcher who makes like loads of mad meats and that?
It's in my little community of
Yeah,
butchers and knife makers and candlestick makers
That's
and all
boss
that.
though. I love that.
Yeah,
That's so good.
That's all Ireland is, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just farmers, butchers,
Yeah, poutine.
tractor drivers.
Yeah,
What?
that's poutine.
Poaching,
Poutine.
poaching.
Poutine.
Amy lived in Ireland for a bit. That's why.
That's how you know all the lingo
lived
incorrectly.
She
I
knows
lived
the
in-
words.
Arigna, County Roscommon. That's
Right, okay.
that's in the mountains.
Yeah, I don't even know where that
inbred.
is. So,
It's really
what
inbred.
are we doing there?
So
Drugs.
cheating. So my mum met a man, right, in a pub, I wish right,
Right, from the start. What do you reckon? How long is this story? 5 minutes?
Probably. So, right, my mum went to Ireland.
Yeah.
Because that's where my granddad's from.
Right, okay.
She met a man in a pub, and then she come back home and went, guess what, we're moving to Ireland because this man proposed to her in the pub.
First day? Nah, can't be.
Yep.
What a guy.
And so we moved over there. They're both mental, as you can imagine. Yeah. So yeah, we ended up in a safe house, and then do you not know about this?
Little hard left there.
Yeah, we ended up in a safe house.
Safe house?
Yeah, in
because he was part of the IRA or something.
Yeah, he was going to kill us. Going to kill us. Yeah, and then.
Amy told me all this on our first date, and I was like, "You're crazy,"
but I like it.
Yeah, and then I just was like, "I've had enough of this," and then I came back to England on my own.
Yeah, and now she's
still in the safe house. Yeah.
No, she came back like a few years later.
Didn't work out.
No.
As you can imagine.
Was it the whole IRA thing?
Yeah.
That was a part of it, yeah. That was a bit of it. Yeah. He just wasn't that nice of a guy.
Puts a dampener on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it
Did
was
you like Ireland though?
I loved it. We had a llama at one point.
Nice.
He was boss, yeah.
And he was, do you want to know the maddest sentence ever?
Yeah.
They had a llama in Ireland who was racist towards Mexican people.
He hated him.
What?
In Ireland?
I don't think there's that many Mexicans. And
do you know what? We knew free.
Up in the mountains in Ireland.
The few that there was, though, this llama fucking hated them, mate.
Yeah, I think because they was foreign and we was foreign.
But a llama's South American anyway, so that doesn't make sense.
Well, it was racist, wasn't it? So he didn't distinguish. He was just like...
just that, mate, yeah.
Yeah, so we used to spit at them. Like, and also there was quite a little fat kid, and he didn't like him either, and he'd charge at him.
Was the fat kid Mexican as well?
No,
that would have been too much.
No, it was just like any Mexican and any fat kid he just didn't like.
Up in the mountains.
Up in the mountains of Arigna.
Yeah.
In Roscommon.
Roscommon.
Yeah.
Mexican county, that's what it's also known as. Bandit county.
Yeah, loads of heaters in Roscommon. My weapon would be some sort of bat, I think.
Just with nails in it.
Yeah.
But you have to get quite close.
Glass and all.
Not that close.
What weapon did you say?
A bat.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah, but like with a crossbow, if you don't hit first time,
that's true.
Your arrow's gone.
You reload.
I just wait, man. Just wait and fucking one big swing. Done.
I love a sword.
It's got a bit of a range to it. Sword would be good as well.
Like a samurai sword.
Yeah.
Good.
Fire that.
I'd just wear a spiky suit.
Yeah, you'd have loads of stuff on you.
That's fine.
You'd be like a shish kebab. Just loads of fucking
That's fine. You're not getting in.
Yeah, just walking past them, just like not ass, mate. There's loads of zombies going, ow! Oh, you're so spiky.
Never sit down as well.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll just rest on all the bodies.
Yeah, it'd be horrible. Have you seen the monkeypox has started? No. Like, there's been an outbreak of monkeypox.
It's common, isn't it?
That seems like the start of like a Resident Evil film, doesn't it?
It's a proper one with a proper name in it. It's once the monkeys are involved in it, that's always like the killer virus.
Is this like AIDS 2?
I don't know if it's AIDS 2, but
Too Fast, Too Furious.
AIDS 2 back with a vengeance. It's like, I think it's like it is. It's like I've seen it. Maybe 2 or 3 cases.
Yeah, I think there's 7 in London, but it is all between like homosexual and bisexual men.
Right.
Which is like where AIDS apparently came from a rhesus monkey.
No, it's not. No, it's not sexually transmitted, is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
But it's not as easily transmitted as like COVID is and that. But yeah, like AIDS come from a rhesus monkey apparently.
Right.
Or the government. Whatever you want to believe on that one. And then this like monkeypox is like another thing that obviously, well, I'm assuming from the name, comes from monkeys as well.
Yeah, defo.
But I don't know exactly. I don't know if it's deadly, if it's fatal or anything.
Yeah,
it's got a scary name, like, doesn't it?
Monkeypox, yeah.
Smallpox.
Yeah.
What does it like do to you though?
Seen it's like things all over, like.
Does chicken pox come from chickens?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, so it might not come from monkeys.
I wonder, there must be a reason. Like,
There must be.
why? What do you do? Do you like usually look it up and then answer it in your role over there, or do we just
You
leave
can
everything
Google
unanswered?
for us.
I don't know if this has that does.
Don't worry,
do
don't
it.
worry. I'm sure.
What do you want? What do you want to know, mate?
Someone will message
Someone I
in.
will. We're gonna.
Well, that was the
I'll text you next
that
week.
was the question. Do chickenpox come from chickens? And I just didn't know whether the format of this
No,
podcast
this-
was you just
I'm
go,
on it.
This does not.
I don't know, and then you move on.
I'm on
Does your
it. I'm
phone
on
have internet?
it.
What do you got?
Chickenpox can't be caught from a chicken. There you go.
Done.
Okay.
Thanks. So there you
So,
are.
I'll let you know now. They can't get caught from a chicken.
He's just done it. Oh, that was, you got me. I was like, he's fucking shite, him.
Do you know what's mad?
So,
Do you know what's
paying him,
mad?
are you?
No, you meant to be good at it.
The first chickenpox virus emerged 70 million years ago, around the time that dinosaurs went extinct.
Whoa.
Maybe
heavy.
maybe chickenpox wiped out the
That's
dinosaurs.
yeah, it's heavy gear, that.
Oh, imagine.
Oh yeah. All I got was a few little itches and that. Them dinosaurs. But yeah, monkeypox is coming, guys. Look out. Might be a zombie apocalypse soon
Is
anyway.
that from monkeys?
Is what from monkeys?
Monkeypox.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Chickenpox. Monkeypox.
Chickenpox isn't from
No,
monkeys.
I was trying to.
My
Fair
head's
enough.
battery, you know.
This is proper 5 a.m. jazz chat. Kitchen
yeah.
wham.
Yeah. Just a sniff of this blue sushis.
The,
Like,
the
sending my
sushi,
head west.
the sushi buzz is in. Like, I don't even smoke it, and I'm like that. And
Whoa.
Some of these questions, though, we've already like kind of touched on them.
Go on.
what, really? Llama related? Is there a llama related question there?
There is a main.
What races was your llama discriminate against?
Best moment of Bongo Bingo so far.
He was also gay, the llama.
It was gay llama, yeah. Just adding that in there.
Yeah, he loved the men.
Not the Mexican ones though.
No.
Best moment.
Quads.
Best moment of Bongos Bingo. There's been loads. Like going and doing the first tour of Australia was class. You know, we did some big birthday shows in Bramley Moor with Khalees. There's just a little
That's
like
cool.
That
You get
was-
sick guests as well. That's another thing,
she was,
innit?
She was class.
Yeah.
was
She
like
she
one
your
of my-
best guest?
for like. She's up there, like
Yeah.
definitely, because she's we've done maybe about 6 or 7 shows with her.
Right.
And
Okay.
she's good crack, like.
So have you
Is she UK?
Khalees, no, she's from America.
Who is she?
have you had
Sang,
any?
Hey, dirty,
I know she is.
and milkshake
Yeah. I just didn't know she was UK.
from Wicklow.
The so have you had any guests on where they like turn up and be like, what the fuck's going on here?
Usually,
Like-
the first time,
Yeah.
but it's quite good because like they'll turn up and go, "What the fuck is this?" And then after the gig, they're like, absolutely
Can't
buzzing
wait
off
to
it.
come back again. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they get it, and like, you know, so pretty much every act we've worked with are always buzzing to come back.
Yeah, that's
and
boss.
like love it because the crowd. It's like 9 times out of 10 they're just going on to like a pre-warmed up crowd. Like you know, we put acts on, but really, it doesn't necessarily like people don't come to the bingo just for the acts. You know what I mean? It's like just
It's like an
a-
added
just a wee
thing to
bonus.
it, innit? Yeah.
And
yeah.
like most of the times, people it's because it's usually at the end. They don't really remember. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
So have you had
You've
like
got-
Khalees? Do you have like Blue or something on? Or?
yeah, so we had Blue recently, Khalees, loads, Vanga Boys, Fat Man Scoop, So
Oh,
Solid
Scoop's so
Crew.
good.
That's sick.
So Solid Crew
We
as
did,
well.
we did a
What was
season,
that like?
a season with So Solid Crew in
Yeah.
Ibiza. That was class.
In Ibiza,
No
yeah.
way.
Fucking hell.
18 shows with So Solid Crew every
No
week.
way.
So flying out to
Sick.
Ibiza.
18 a week
So no, 18.
Sorry.
18 like a whole week, like a
overall.
whole season.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was
sorry.
like it was like a So Solid sort of like lucky dip. So you got like different ones. You never knew. You
didn't know
never
which
knew.
one,
It
yeah.
was like opening a pack of like
Revels.
footy, or footy stickers like that. Like who have we got? Like,
That's
we
class,
got
man.
Romeo. We got like Harvey.
That's
We've
so
got Mega
sick.
Man, Lisa Mafia.
Yeah.
So that was good.
So have you got any?
So we're doing
Future ones
yeah.
that you
So
can-
we're doing 2. So we've started to doing this like XL tour.
Is that the 90s XL one?
So
Is that? Yeah.
that's the one we're doing in Liverpool. So we just did 2 shows in Manchester.
Yeah.
80s ones in the GMX, which is like the old train station. So like
Yeah.
3,500 people. So this is like this kind of like something we're doing this year is just doing bigger shows dotted around. So we've got Leicester coming up, Newcastle, Liverpool, but the Liverpool ones are in the exhibition centre.
Is
Oh,
it sold
sick.
out?
So we've just put them on sale. So the Saturdays pretty much sold out, and then it's going to.
Okay.
Have you announced any guests for that, or are these like surprise
We've announced
guests?
special guests,
Right.
so I'm not even going to say.
No.
Can we go
no,
to?
you don't have to.
Can we go to the 90s one?
Ask him.
Yeah, you can come, but come to an earlier one anyway. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You can
And-
get a vibe
Yeah.
for it, and then
Okay.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because if you go to the fucking big one with 4,000 people, and then it might
I'll
be
have panic
either
attack.
might be too much, or
Yeah.
it might be, I don't know. But I'm buzzing for it, like.
Yeah,
Oh,
big class that.
So that like, I'm just I can't wait. Like I went down there yesterday, and that space is mad. It's just one big fucking massive like.
Yeah, yeah. Because usually the one, was it in the Bramley docks and that?
Yeah, so that's like knocked down now.
Right, okay.
That's where the Everton ground's going to be. So
Yeah,
we did
yeah.
it. We did the 3rd birthday in there, and it was like a big circus theme.
Yeah.
Class.
I think I dropped
So
me
good.
mad off there.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah. I gave my mum a lift to one of them.
She was the one I got naked.
Yeah.
That was her from the world. Yeah.
That would have been dead funny.
Yeah. So there's like loads still like coming up and doing loads of different stuff. I think like. If we just one of the good things about it is we always want to like try and do different stuff and like grow it or try different themes or do different or
There's
just
just so
get stale.
so much you can do
Yeah,
with it, innit? Like, there's no, like, because the main thing of it is the bingo. As long as that's there. Anything else that you should do,
Yeah.
like, just try
And
it all
'cause
out,
it's
innit?
just- if we were just doing the same thing all the time, it'd just be boring.
Yeah.
So now it's like planning to do different stuff in the future. It's like that exciting.
Yeah, man,
And, like,
that's
the
sick.
team's class. We just all like have such a good laugh. Like,
Yeah. It's class. That's what you need, innit? As long as everyone's having fun, it's just it translates into, like, the crowd see yous having fun, and
yeah.
it just makes it so much easier to, like,
But that's like why we have like like all the performers on stage and all like the different hosts. Like no one's really come from like a background of presenting or they might have dabbled in a bit of DJing. All the dancers we've got are like no one's like a trained dancer. They're all just like lads that just like having a laugh. And
Yeah.
I think that like you get that from watching. If you were at a show and you're watching like, and a lot of the copycats ones they make this mistake. So if any copycat bingo nights are don't do this because it's detrimental to your night. They put professional dancers on
yeah.
and it just looks shit because you're like
Yeah.
in the crowd, and if you're like there's a full dance routine with all these dancers, it just makes you sort of want to watch it. Whereas our
Yeah.
guys are not like
Just
they're
having a laugh on it.
having a laugh, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes you watch going like I'm gonna get up.
That's it, because if they're watching like fit dancers or the audience, they might feel like, I can't do that
Yeah.
as well.
Like,
Whereas-
yeah, it's a
did
bit
you know what I mean?
self-conscious because, like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
dancing dead well, whereas you've got, like,
you
fucking...
just want people for like atmosphere, and that's
Yeah.
the same with all the hosts as well. We're just like, I think because everyone's having, well, you probably get it in comedy as well. Like if you're having, you can tell if someone's enjoying what
Definitely,
they're doing,
yeah,
and
yeah,
having
yeah.
fun on stage.
You can tell, I've noticed that, like, over the last year or so, I've started getting that way on stage, and just the gigs go so much easier.
Yeah,
Even if it's a bit of a struggle, if you're enjoying yourself, even if something doesn't land and that you're like, that didn't go well, did it? It was arse, man.
Yeah.
And the audience enjoy that then. So, like, yeah, enjoying it is like one of the main things to doing it, I reckon.
Because you just get that connection with the audience.
Yeah,
If you're watching whatever anyone's doing, a singer or performer or anything, if you're just watching someone and you know they're having fun,
just translates
that's
so
like-
well,
that's
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you our staple questions.
right?
So I want your most proudest moment and your most embarrassing moment.
Or shameful.
Wow, or shameful.
Oh shit, yeah.
Proudest moment, probably like having birth of my kids and that.
Oh, that's
Okay,
nice.
yeah.
Go-to one in it there,
Yeah.
Classic.
or maybe Ibiza was so solid crew.
Yeah, one of them, yeah.
Gotta choose, 21 seconds to go, babies. I don't know. Yeah, so it'd probably be that. Most shameful moment. Don't know. I don't think I've ever told this story. Like it's and like
Do it.
so like it's quite. So when I first met my,
These are the best stories. Need to smoke before he says it.
it's drug related as well.
Perfect.
So it ties in, doesn't it?
Yeah, man. Love it.
So when I first started seeing my current missus, my wife, we'd probably been going out for about maybe 2 weeks. It was like quite full on, bit like your mum and the Rahman, like
The rat, man.
proposed quite early. No, I was like, I really like you, blah blah blah. But I hadn't done drugs for years. When I was younger, when I was like 15, 16, got mad into ecstasy pills, just loved them. You know, never could do weed. It just never agreed with me. Just was like a full Pac-Man for pills.
You
Just
needed
loved
the
them.
uppers and that, yeah.
That's all I love. Never really got into the coke at just pills. And then all went a bit wrong. Long story short, stopped and changed my ways and was like, nah, just that's not for me. It's just like, so I went to this birthday party. I took my missus to this friend's birthday party in Bold Street. I can't remember. It's not there. It was like some club downstairs. And the tunes were, whatever the DJ was playing, like a guy called Morph, it was like just old school, so that just completely took me back to like being like 18 again.
Yeah.
And I was in the toilet and a guy I knew, my mate, he's like, he said, do you want any MDMA? And when I was growing up, that wasn't a thing. It was just like pills. And there was no MDMA in Ireland. It didn't actually come in until the Mexican invasion of 2005 when all the South American cartel came over to Ireland. But that's different. So anyway, he's like, do you want to try this? Blah, blah, blah. Got completely stuck in. And then, like, it was a proper head gone. And I woke up in bed and, like, my missus sort of was like, just sort of like sitting up, you know, like with a cup of tea, like,
just waiting.
Morning. And I'm like, fuck.
Oh,
like,
no.
whoa, what's happened?
Yeah.
She was like, do you remember last night? And I was like full anxiety, full like, oh fuck, what have I done here?
Proper fear,
She was like, do you remember you did MDMA? I was like, fuck. Like my mind just exploded. I was like, shit. And she was like, do you remember shitting yourself? And I was like, wise up. She was like, I was like, no. She's like, yeah. And I was like, no, I couldn't have. Like it was just the utter shame, anxiety, just all over. Like full.
As soon as you woke up as well.
And I'm like that. No, she
Morning.
was like, go into the bathroom. So like went into the ensuite and it was just like dirty protests. Just fucking shit everywhere. So what had happened was, basically like 20 minutes later, I'd come up in this party. I'm fucking flying on the dance floor. Like I don't remember any of it. I'd pissed myself and I'm just like having it. And like the guys whose party it was were like, he needs to leave.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
so
pissed
I only lived around the corner, off Duke Street at the time. So Louise had taken me back, and apparently in the lift, like she just like smelled the smell, and I'm like fucking flying all over the place.
Pressing all the buttons.
Just like, real arm on, bam, bam, doors closing. And she was like, he shit himself. So like, she brought me home. I was wearing tight chinos. Like, she pulled them off, puts me in the shower, and it's like hosing me down. We'd only been like going out for
And
like 2 weeks.
I'm
like all over the place. And then apparently I kept getting out of the shower and like standing all in again. So she's like put me back in. And apparently, like I was like going, "What's going on?" And she's like, "Shit yourself." And I was going, "No, you shit yourself." I was like accusing her, and like so when she was telling me this, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, oh my god, like why are you even here in the morning? Surely you would have just wanted to fucking bail. And I was like, where's my phone? Where's my wallet and everything? And she was like, I don't know. I was like, well, where's the trousers? And she's like, you took them down to the bin store. I was like, what? So I'd walked Bollico down like through the building of the flats.
Yeah.
So I was like, the morning I went and like absolutely on a massive come down, full embarrassment. And like there's the bin rooms down in this flat, and I'm like looking through all the bins, and then next minute I just see the soiled trunks. I'm like, I'm putting through, I'm like fucking borking everywhere, and like I pull my phone and my wallet out. I'm just like,
at least you got
like,
that.
I know,
Yeah,
I was
that's it,
genuinely
man,
like,
yeah.
So
They're still naked, like, yes.
yeah, absolutely made up
covered
that
in
I hadn't
shit
lost
still.
my phone and wallet, but like, yeah, that was heavy and
heavy.
and like very commendable to Louise. Like that's proper like
married.
bail.
Yeah,
Not
that's
like,
who you.
he's
your
the
wife.
guy. He's the guy I want to marry.
Yeah.
And have kids.
Yeah.
As well.
Made
So
little-
yeah, and she
little-
never really let
yeah.
me live that down. Like,
Yeah.
No, that's
and it's the
great
first I've
story.
ever spoken about it genuinely. So
Thank you for the
It's
exclusive.
like therapy, this podcast, you know,
that's
brings,
what I was
brings
thinking.
stuff out
Yeah,
to
I was
people.
like
Yeah.
one single tear going down. It's a safe space.
It's a very safe space, mate. It's a very
I
safe
just love
space.
it. Like,
If you ever need us to come and
morning.
hose you down because you've took MDMA and shit
no,
yourself.
that's it. Never touched it again,
Yeah.
No,
and I've never shit myself again.
well done.
So
That goes to
Good
show
job,
you.
John.
hand in hand, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But never say never. You never know.
Well,
One more roll of the dice if the tunes are right.
Oh, just needed that good playlist on and out it comes.
that's
Just some
nice.
old trance bangers, and then next minute, explosion.
Trench your pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trance your pants.
That's amazing.
Silly that. Well, how long have we done on there?
46.
Okay,
Plus
sound.
with the other bit as well. I don't know where that's vanished.
Yeah.
Well, we got another stable question as well. What is it?
Being a ghost.
Awkward sex stories.
Awkward sex.
Do you have any of them? Because I spoke to you before
You
we
did
done this,
say
and you
that.
said you didn't really know if you had any anyway.
Yeah, because you'd said that staple question, because I was driving here going, fuck, can I tell that shit story? Like, I was proper, and I don't even, I've probably got awkward, I genuinely don't
See,
think I've got any.
I didn't have any really. Like, for some people, every now and then you get someone going, oh, yeah.
What's
this
like
happened.
what, like,
So like I was doing doggy and the lads.
Doggy.
Sorry, a doggy and the lad's mum walked in on us.
your mum?
No.
Oh,
A different?
This was before me.
And you're talking about that?
yeah.
Wow, that's heavy.
Like a common street whore.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
I'd
that?
be like, what's his fucking name? Straight on the old Instagram.
Well, people have slept with
I
people.
know, but it's like, oh, that's fine. Listen,
It's fine, isn't it?
I'm not asked, eh?
like, it was chilled.
But
His mum walked in.
his mum walked in. Yeah, that's so awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, that is heavy.
Yeah, that's mine. Have you got one,
So
Callum?
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
Callum.
doing this girl doggy.
Let me guess.
Mum walks in.
One
Oh,
walked in.
yeah.
Yeah. Kept going.
Oh, yeah.
I've only slept with 2 people though.
Yeah, sorry.
Just so you know.
I'm one of them, by the way.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, that's my one anyway. Okay.
I need to go for a little week. We have a little 2-minute break and then we'll come finish off
Yeah.
last little bit.
Yep.
Hey everyone, I want to tell you about Munch Tame. Munch Tame is the UK's #1 smoke shop. Do you want to hit up them for any skins, grinders, blunt wraps? They sell CBD, flour, raws, lighters.
Blazy Susans,
Them.
rolling trays.
We've got a little promo code. It's Mild High UK. If you use that, you get £2 off your order. Munchtame.co.uk. Support the podcast. Enjoy the rest of the show.
What
Love
that?
yous. Go.
I love our drug. Our female drug dealers
Oh yeah.
because they make your drugs in brownies and stuff.
Make lovely cakes for you and that.
Like,
Yeah.
so shit. I
What?
messaged mine at 9 at night saying, can you do us like a drop off?
Mm.
And it completely ignored me. Then messaged me the next day at 6:30 in the morning, going, yeah, I'll come and drop it off now.
Morning.
No.
I'm already asleep, mate.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, the bad
That
times,
moment's
drug
gone.
dealers.
No, no.
Hard work, drug dealers sometimes, aren't they?
Yeah, I can't wait till it's all legal and convenient.
Mm.
I want a Tesco of drugs.
I want to just grow my own. And
Is
just
it not legal?
No,
No.
Well, not like, it's not like,
it's.
I don't even think it's decriminalised.
Illegal, yeah.
so if I had got pulled over with that spliff, could have got banged up.
Yeah, one of them
Fine.
Breck Road bad boys, yeah.
Banged up abroad.
The policeman would have
Yeah.
been like, where'd you get this? Breck Road? You were the one, yeah. And you went, that's 5 years, that mate.
Yeah.
For the Breck Road bad boy, yeah.
Yeah, but like, 'cause we go picking
Wow.
mushrooms.
Didn't know that.
Allegedly.
Didn't know that I was committing a crime. I thought it was like Class C or something.
And you come over the
It
bridge,
might-
so that's
it
like
might
over
be.
international waters. Isn't it? That's like drug smuggling.
And you showed it on the podcast as well.
Camden Fairness are going to be watching this
that's
going,
it, going
we
like,
got him.
bro, just waiting for the SWAT team to like come down right now.
The behind the curtain.
We got him.
But yeah, mushrooms, they're like class A, 7 years.
What?
And they just
Yeah.
grow out the ground. Like, it's dead annoying.
That's shit.
Like, you can just go and find them, pick them.
Have
And as
you
soon
done
as you pick
mushrooms?
one out the
Couple of
ground,
times, yeah.
How'd you watch? No?
do you do them in Amsterdam or over here?
I did them in Ireland. Like,
Oh,
Dried
okay.
or fresh picked? Or?
so one of them was like in a wine.
Okay.
Oh, proper like,
Like it was in a.
that's
like,
proper like old school, like,
That's
like
Jesus'
the brew, like the
cocktail,
brew,
baby.
like the brewed it.
yeah.
In a wine sort of tea concoction thing.
That's like ancient Greece type shit that, you know?
Yeah, and
Apparently
then
that's what Jesus' wine was. It was mushroom.
really,
Yeah.
Someone said.
Did you speak to God?
someone said yeah.
yeah.
Some
I
like,
haven't spoke to Jesus himself.
some priest or something. No, just yeah. No, they did it like that, and yeah, it was heavy.
Was it too strong? Or?
No, it was all right. It sort of just sat in the kitchen looking at a washing machine for like what seemed like hours, thinking everything was just being projected on like a projector screen, shadows and stuff.
Yeah.
That was good. And then the second time we were going to go through that process again, but it seemed like too long for the person was like, I'm not going to do this. Why you have to leave it and stuff. So we just ate them.
Just scanned them.
And then that was a bad time. I didn't like that time.
Yeah.
Freaked out a bit.
Well, too strong, yeah.
I just lost my mind for a wee while. So any sort of like psychedelics, I just think you have to have a proper strong mind for. I don't know. No, it's not. I don't know if it's like that.
A bit of a wizard.
I think it's not strong. It's more like you're able to like sort of let go and just go with it.
Yeah.
And not be like an overthinker.
Not fighting
and
it.
Like,
yeah.
So I think
it's really good for podcasting.
On mushies.
Yeah.
Like microdosing or like that. That's what everybody's onto now, isn't it?
Microdosing.
No, we done like 3 grams or something.
Yeah, just not loads. Like enough where you can
feel a bit wavy.
There was 15 minutes of the podcast where we were looking at steam coming out of our cups of tea. Just going, this looks fucking sick.
For the people that were watching it, like, we're like that.
I was like, I don't know if you can see this, but this is sick. Like, so that bit was good.
Good viewing that. Like, fast forward, there's 15 minutes of it where they're watching steam.
Just like
watch it properly, like.
We was like, does this happen every time we have a cup of tea? Whoa.
We want to do DMT soon. Have you done any? Have you tried that?
That's a new thing, isn't it? Like, that's again. Well, I'd smoked salvia and stuff, and that's meant to be like.
That's a pretty heavy one, yeah.
But it's a short like
10 minutes or
10
something.
Minutes,
Yeah.
like lose the plot.
Some people have whole families and that in their trips.
Yeah,
so.
I have a few friends that they've done DMT and love it.
Yeah,
and I've other mates that have gone down that like fucking tree frogs and shit like that and stuff like that and ayahuasca and all.
Yeah.
I think I'm just a wee bit too old for it. Like, I'm not being like.
I thought getting into it a bit older is a bit better though.
Yeah,
you settle down, your brain's fully developed and that, and you're all ready.
Unleash it. I don't know. Yeah. I'm the opposite. I think like, when you're really like 15, 16, we were just doing it, and you have no fear at that age. Yeah. Like my best mate, he jumped off a cliff into the sea. We got so like wiped out on pace.
Is he alive?
He's alive, but like my friend
never felt more alive.
No, like it was absolutely nuts.
I just didn't know if it was going to be a sad drug story. Like
no, it wasn't sad. No, he's still with us.
Yeah.
But we were in a nightclub in Belfast, like firing the pills into us, and with a few mates used to do like death diving, like jumping into the sea in wetsuits and all. And like thinking back to it now, it terrifies me. But we were like, hey, you've never done it, Mark, you should do it. And he was like, his name's Mark. And so we ended up driving down to like Port Stewart.
After a night out.
I still like even remember it today, my mate driving, like sort of just like burning down the road, but every so often just being like, and you're like, yo. And like, we found this spot and like, we were trying to remember where it was and we were using like Nokia 3310s to try and find it. And we went like, we think it's here. It must have been like 30-meter drop and you could hear the sea, pitch black.
Fuck
and it was
off.
like, and my mate was like, yeah, and is this it? And my other mate, Paddy, went down to the bottom and he just jumped into the sea.
Oh my God.
And like that moment of waiting for him to like hit the water.
Yeah.
And, like no word of a lie. Like a few weeks later, someone in the same spot doing the actual proper wetsuit got swept out to sea.
Yeah.
You think back, but at the time he felt like no fear. And then he went to a job interview, like one of these like mass job interviews for a call center for like BT or something.
Yeah.
And they were trying to hire like loads of people and they were doing like that thing around the circle, like say your name and something interesting happened to you that weekend.
Yeah.
And my mate Mark was like, my name's Mark. I tried ecstasy and went and jumped off a cliff into water at Port Stewart. They were like, got the job? Anybody?
You hired.
What a guy.
He's a risk taker. That's what you need in a business, isn't it?
Yeah, not so. I think when you're younger, for me anyway, like no fear now. I've even had to take it easy on the buckfast because like too many bottles, and I'm like, if I close my eyes, I'm not going to wake up.
Okay.
I mean, we've done some bingo shows in Austria, and we do like a road trip to go and do these shows at Snowbombing, and we've done the road trip 4 times, and like I can't do it again. It's too much. Like drinking that much Buckfast.
Yeah.
We've got our driver Dawes, who ex-army, used to work in the YMCA. He's like really good at dealing with like reprobates, and we're in the back and that much Buckfast. I was like, I'm not going to get to see my second child being born. I just overthink everything now.
That snowbombing looks sick though. That,
It's class, like. But
you do that, and do you latitude as well as latitude?
No, we do. Where do we do snowbombing, and maybe one called Wasteland Ski,
Right,
and maybe
okay.
something else. We don't ski, like we just go
Yeah.
and just go up the mountain and
That looks
fuck
sick.
about.
That snowbombing.
It is
though.
class, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no more road trip. Too heavy. 24 bottles of Buckfast in 2 days between 3 people.
No, sir.
Chaos.
Yeah, in a van as well. You can't
In
go
a
anywhere.
sweaty van.
Yeah.
It fucking stinks.
Where like
Yeah.
people are spitting
smell
on
it.
each other's dick and stuff. It's like spit on my dick. Don't even know that. I don't even know how that became a thing.
Is that a thing you do?
Not me, but I'm watching the other
It sounds like you.
Yeah.
Though.
Not me. Don't know. Just for some reason, one tripped and the 2 dancers were just like just spitting their dicks and like pulling their pants down.
On
Don't
each
know
other's
why.
dicks or on their own?
Each other's
dicks?
on their own. I don't even know why. Like I don't even know why it was a
Buckfast
thing.
sounds wild, man.
Yeah.
Sounds like a hell of a drink.
It ain't no crunchy buzz. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Strap
Crunchy
yourself
buzz
in
there.
and feel the G's,
I'm not
baby.
spitting on anything with dry mouth after that. Fucking hell.
I'm genuinely worried about going, if I have too many drugs and going too mad. Because I am a bit mad.
It's called a permo, isn't it?
A what?
Permo.
Permo.
Just
Just
permanent trip.
permanently in. Yeah.
Like a
Oh,
permo
right,
trip.
yeah. Okay.
That's
Just
what
take
happens
too
with
much and you
acid,
don't come
innit?
back. Yeah.
People get like acid flashbacks and all that, and if you take too much acid, you just don't know if you're still on acid and shit like that. Like,
Yeah, okay. I worry about
yeah, but I don't think you do enough to.
that.
Are you on the
That's
acid? You
Yeah, I
on all
love
that?
acid. But
Everything?
I've been, like...
I've only done little bits
only,
here and there.
yeah,
Like, it's not
I
like.
had like... I had it in quarters so that I could podcast on it still.
Right, okay.
We do a
drugs
lot of
and
our drugs
podcasts.
for podcasting.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. And if you're doing it, like,
Business, innit?
that's
Yeah,
it.
it's a
I think
business
I've
expense.
never had any, like, self-control. So, like, the MDMA shit myself story, I'd never had it. Didn't know how it worked. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
See, I'm
Yeah,
dead
yeah. Like
a
paranoid
dead
at
dab.
stuff.
no, I'm like,
So, like, when I had mushrooms for the first time, I was like, we have, like, I probably the bare minimum just to get used to see how it
first
feels
one.
and that, and then add a bit more the next time, and then slowly built it up because I'm just a shit house. That's what it is.
no, but
like,
that's the way
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, better
Like,
than shitting yourself.
yeah, exactly. Like, even just when I was like younger, I'd do one pill and be like, this isn't even doing anything. It's like you've literally just swallowed it. And I'm like, no,
no.
more. Give me the bag.
More.
So, and then next minute,
That's
big
people's
steamy
problem
one
with
in your
the
pants.
yeah. That's people's problem with like edibles and that when they go to Amsterdam. They have
Yeah.
an edible and then they go, this isn't working, let's have another one. And then the first one starts kicking in. And then 2 hours later they're like absolutely freaking out
Yeah.
because it's all too strong. Like,
It's like that. I seen a video today of that guy with, it wasn't drugs, but it was, you see that guy with he was having like chili pepper powder.
no.
It's like he's like, someone had ordered this like, hottest chili pepper powder.
Right.
And this guy, they were like, right, you try this. And he's going for it. And he's like taking loads of it. And he's like licking his fingers and going, nothing. And then the next minute it just cuts and he's outside the cabin, like shaking, and all the ambulances turned up. Like, he's just like went into anaphylactic shock or
Fucking
something.
hell.
So
Oh, jeez.
That's bad, isn't it?
everything in moderation.
Yeah, that's
innit?
it. Yeah,
Take
yeah.
a half, wait half an hour, and then have another nibble.
Yeah, see what happens. Don't just take
That's
10
what,
at once.
that's what my mum always said anyway.
Love that. We got anything else going on? Got anything to chat about?
They're all kind of been. So there's another one from Joe Piers. What's your favourite shithole to go to?
What, bar or just my own pants?
I presume it might be for like your shows.
Oh, for shows.
I think that's what it might be for.
Yeah, or little dive bars in town and that maybe. I don't know.
I'm trying to think where, because now I only stay in Liverpool's, but some of the other hosts said Stafford. Apparently,
Yeah,
It's a wild place.
nothing there.
that's a
But
mad.
the shows go well, but like
I wouldn't have even thought there'd be shows on in Stafford. Yeah.
big demand for
Yeah.
wacky bingo in Stafford.
There's just fuck all else going on.
I
probably.
think like all the some of the places we do that would maybe be classed as like not the best. They're some of like the best shows apparently. Like I'm going to do Goldstone on Sea.
Yeah, where's that?
No, I think it's Great Yarmouth. So it's
Right.
there's a venue that we do there like once a month, and it's like 1,000 seater or not even, maybe a wee bit less, but like I haven't done it, but everyone
Because there's nothing else going on around there, isn't
well,
it?
yeah. So like when the other hosts, so what I've tried to do this year is go and do cities. Because when I started, I was just doing all the cities myself, and then but now because we've expanded, there's loads of places I've never been.
Yeah.
So I want to go and do some. I've decided like once a month I'm going to try and do like a new city that I've never done before, just to get back out and like be on the road with the guys.
Oh, just
Towns and
cities.
cities. So I went and did Leicester last week or last month. It was class.
Yeah.
And then, so we've got like the list in front of me, and I'm like trying to pick right where we're going to go on this little mini tour through the year.
Yeah.
And all the hosts were like going, go to Girlston. I'm like, really? And they're like, that's the one. Like,
Yeah.
Because it's like, there might not
Same
be
with
much going
comedy
on.
gigs, man. Some of them places where you go and there's fuck all going on and they're just made up. You've even made the effort to go there. Yeah. They have the best time. Like you turn up at the gigs and you go, oh, I don't know about this one. It's going to be a bit rough, this. And you have like fucking blinders because people are just so happy there's something happening. Like you've travelled all this way from Liverpool just to perform for us. Like
I think when you see like when you see tours in comedy as well, when you've got like those massive names, and sometimes like you'll see in really random spots.
Yeah.
They don't like when they do the tour dates, and it's probably because of that. It's probably like go and do somewhere where you know the crowd are going to be
just going to be propping up for it. Yeah.
Yeah, grateful. Yeah. Lots of St.
coming.
Helens, lovely people.
Yeah, is that where you're from?
Yeah, the best people.
It's got a big theatre, does it?
It's got the Citadel, Hot Water do gigs there.
Right, class.
And the Theatre Royal as well. That'll be bigger.
Oh yeah, Theatre Royal.
Jimmy Carr's doing
I
there.
think
and
I've
that.
been in there.
Yeah.
Do they do like a panto in there sometimes? Yeah, I've been in there. It's been really good.
Yeah. The people, do you find like people can get disappointed if you are not at them?
No,
Yeah,
I think the sort of like it's not business model, but like the sort of idea when we were expanding and doing more was like so to give each, so there's like 15 hosts now, but at the start maybe when there was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
When we were starting new cities, put a host in there and that's your city.
Right, okay.
And so now if I went up and did like Newcastle,
they'd be like, where the fuck's he?
I'd done Newcastle for years, but people would be like, where's Mickey Pickles?
Yeah.
Or go to Glasgow, people would be like, where's Graham Snorton?
Yeah.
What's your hiring process?
Graham Snorton.
Yeah, so Graham Snorton smashes Glasgow. But
have all the hosts got silly names?
I'm trying to think. There's a lot of them have just gone back to their names. There was like Thick Rich Sauce was one. Thick Rich Sauce. Hi, I'm Thick Rich Sauce, but he's just gone back to his own name. Matty Pars, Mickey Pickles.
Graham Snorton's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
No, but I think like, yeah, it means that host can put their own stamp on a city.
Yeah,
and
makes
again,
sense.
when we first started, like new hosts would just be doing my show word for word, and that's not like like that you're saying about like the hiring process.
Yeah.
It's been so tough. Like, well, not tough, but like, there's been times where we went, right, we need a new host. Let's do an advert. Let's do auditions.
Yeah.
And, we've got loads of stuff in and you never get anything out of it. It's always worked randomly, like dead organically, where, one of my mates bumped into him, was like chatting to him, what are you doing? Oh, I'm not working at the moment. Like, and he was a musician. I was like, do you fancy doing this? And it's like, that's the way it's always worked.
Yeah.
Everyone's always been like a bit of a mate or a mate or someone that's like, do you fancy
It's
it?
always the best way, I think, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just the people are more like appreciative in that, and because you know them, I don't know.
Just like right place,
It's just
right
it
time.
is like that, I think.
Do you believe in fate, Johnny?
Maybe to an extent. Like I do, like I get more like scared of thinking like that butterfly like effect kind of thing. Like how one small thing can just like
alter everything.
One little bit of MDMA.
Like one, like if I had maybe just enjoyed that party and went home, my missus might have went, he's a bit boring.
Yeah.
Whereas, shit myself, she's getting to shower me down. She's thinking, this is exciting.
This guy, yeah.
This guy's like,
who knows what's going to happen with
2
him?
weeks. This is a roller coaster.
And now look,
a big brown roller coaster.
You've got the world's biggest bingo event.
Exactly.
Like, and that
So
would
it
have
all
happened with a
stems
normal
back to
guy.
that.
Yeah. A normal person who doesn't shit his pants wouldn't have done this crazy
Yeah, what are you
idea.
going to do?
Yeah,
boring.
Yeah.
Nail on the head there. So, yeah, that's just always the way it's kind of worked. Like, right place, right time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This has nothing to do with this, though. Do you
like spiders?
Have you ever... You know me so well. Have you ever met any ghosts?
Do you know that's pretty
pretty close, that one, wasn't it? Like spiders. Yeah. So a new question on this podcast.
No, I'm not into the ghost thing.
No.
Don't vibe on it.
Is
Don't-
then okay? Have you ever stayed anywhere spooky and just been like
No.
creeped out?
I've stayed in a few places that have been a bit like, you know, old castles and shit like that. But like
just eerie.
eerie.
Yeah.
But it's a weird one because like I don't like believe in ghosts, but then and I don't really believe in the supernatural and stuff. But then I had like, what's it called? Like your not palm reading, but you know what's that?
Tarot.
Called? It wasn't tarot. It was just like someone
A
gave me a
fortune.
reading.
Yeah,
I'm a
okay.
fortune told.
Right,
I was
okay.
doing a door-to-door sales job, and some like the odd time you just get invited in for like a cup of tea,
Yeah.
or like and so. Well, it was for like a chat. It was like the, you know, like the charity people that stand in the street and
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
It was like that, but
Yeah.
we come to your door.
Yeah.
So yeah, this woman invited me in, and she had like loads of stuff, like fucking crystals and things. And I was
Yeah.
going, "Oh, what's all this?" And she was going, "I'm a
medium.
medium. That's
Yeah.
it."
We had
She was
one
like,
on last
she was
week.
like, "Do you want me to give you a reading?" And it was like bang on, and I was like, you know, like this is nuts.
Weird,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But then I'm a bit skeptical of it as well. There's
Yeah.
obviously like a way to do it and stuff. But
Well,
like,
people do call reading, but even that fascinates me. Because I'm like, how have you worked that out just from me? Just study it.
well, yeah, that's it. Like, because she was talking about like I'd recently come back from like living in India, and she mentioned that she's like, you've been away for a long
You
time.
lived
and
in
it's
India?
Yeah, I was in India for like 4 months.
Yeah.
Um,
Why?
it was kind of drugs. Kind of like, yeah, it was kind of like when I was like 18, fucking off the rails, and
Yeah.
my parents had suggested they were like I was like in a bad way, and they suggested I went and did some work in India with this
Yeah.
family that had like an orphanage, kind of like
Oh, really?
find yourself, and
Oh,
like
nice.
it was amazing, like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
class,
Lovely.
and
That's sick.
yeah, it was good, and just came back and swerved all my old
All the old bad habits.
all the bad
Yeah.
guys,
Mm.
Yeah.
and
Bad
found
influences
Jesus
and-
for a wee bit, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
God, I'm
man.
really just opening up in here, isn't it? Like,
That's
it's
it.
getting, I've got so much off my chest.
Love
Good.
it.
Yeah. I mean, we would like to adopt, but too many drugs. So I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't.
it matters.
Orphanage, yeah, I've just completely forgot.
Yeah.
I just thought you just thrown that in there.
Oh no!
We're looking
I mean,
to adopt,
you never know.
but drugs.
Orphanage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is India? Would you go back?
Would you do a Bongos Bingo in India?
No,
No.
I don't think so. Like, I did love it. It was class. It's eye opening. Like, well, wherever I was, anyway, I was in like Chennai, like Madras, like South Indian. But it is mental. Like, it's a
Yeah.
full attack on the senses. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
proper. Like, it's amazing. But it was also
It's actually just a different, full different life, innit? Different way
Yeah,
of living.
well,
like,
yeah. Did
Yeah.
you do anything like yoga type of stuff?
no yoga.
Speak to any gurus?
No,
you essentially just
yoga.
done like a 4-month rehab away from everybody, didn't you?
Yeah, I
And
just
the only way to
get.
get you away from everyone was to send you
It
to
was
India.
like, yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
like full rehab, but I just went out and just
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and did it. It was class.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah.
boss. So
So-
if anyone's struggling, need to get off the drugs and that, go
Just
to India for 4
Yeah.
months.
Go to India.
There is places where you can go, like yoga retreats where you can stay for free, and you just like repay them by cleaning the temples and that.
Mm.
You need to,
In India?
yeah,
Or
in India.
St.
yeah.
Helens?
No, in India.
Yeah, there's a big yoga retreat in St. Helens. Go clean the temple.
But yeah, it's all veggie food, and
I use veggies and
Yeah.
yoga.
Yeah,
you
on
are
that.
as well. Aren't you?
I'm getting on the oil ice. Are you on the oil ice yet? The oil ice baths and all that?
I'm shit at getting in cold water, me.
Hey, you got to
We've-
control your mind. That's what I'm
We've
into
got a
now.
mate who is training to swim the channel this year, and he's just got a bath in his garden, which he fills with ice water and gets in all the time.
Yeah.
He's also growing his own potatoes.
How mad's that? He's just like,
Goes
oh, look at
hand
me
in hand,
spuds.
innit?
I was like, fucking hell, lad, that's sick.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've only been once to one session, and now I'm like fully. That's the kind of like.
I seen
Yeah.
that picture, little Wim
Yeah.
Hof in it, didn't you? Like
I went in the Wim Hof.
the battle
I-
of.
my friend.
Yeah.
My friend had been like training with Wim Hof for years.
That's
Yeah.
A
sick.
girl called Nina Finlay, and She just got messaged me going, "Do you want to come down and do a session?"
That's boss.
And now I'm fully fucking in
Done.
Yeah.
the zone.
You
Yeah.
feel it like
Ice cold showers in the morning and all.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it?
It's the future.
Yeah, it's meant to like
I'm a shithouse with it, mate.
invigorate. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just mind over matter.
Yeah.
It's got to control the brain.
I know. I've just got a weak mind.
I'm probably only going to be into it for about 2 weeks, and then I'm just.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all shite. That. Why would you want to get in the fucking cold? It's stupid.
Yeah.
But
Soon
at
as
the
it clears
moment,
the
I'm like,
winter.
focus the mind, breathe.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm so into it.
Yeah.
right
Can't wait
now.
for your Johnny Bongo's ice cold.
Ice cold retreat, like the Arctic show.
Yeah.
Would you go to Wim Hof's?
I don't know. Well, at this moment in time, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But a couple of weeks down the
God.
line, probably can't
Probably
stand
not,
them.
no.
Yeah.
As soon as it starts going to like autumn, winter, you'd be like, nah, fuck all that ice
but the
cold
shower,
stuff.
the cold shower thing's good. Like I was a bit of an advocate for that. Like you know, if you've got a bit of a hangover, you're tired, you know, hot shower, 10 seconds of cold.
Blast the cold at the end, yeah.
But now, because I've learned the breathing techniques, I'm in there for 40 seconds so
Ooh.
far.
Shit.
So I'm in the ice tomorrow
Nice
as well.
ice
Every
Yeah.
Friday.
Is that the
Everyone
thing,
was
is it?
Everyone was taking the piss out of me on last Friday because I'd done that in the morning. And the show on Friday night, the bingo show, I have to say I was on form. Like it was
Yeah.
like, I was like absolutely, it was like proper doing like just good bands, good tunes, just you could tell. And everyone, like the guys on stage were like, had a nice bath, have we? That's it's probably what, it might have just been a big,
coincidence,
placebo
but-
thing. But then I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, maybe I have. And like I was like, fucking, I'm the Iceman now. Like, ice related music, cold as ice, baby. So
Yeah.
maybe check it out.
Yeah. I mean, I'd
definitely.
love to try it because as I say, like, I struggle so hard with, like, we tried to go, like, open water swimming and that.
Fresh
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't get in. Like, my body just goes, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Even me trying to breathe through it and all that. So it'd be good to go and learn some of the techniques to.
The breathing
It's a
thing,
shithouse.
the breathing thing before was class. It was like a 40-minute breathing. She was
Yeah.
just teaching me how to do the breathing. And when it came to the ice bath,
You just
like
do that to get in it, and yeah.
yeah.
I just run.
I think that's it. It's like it's like pulling a plaster off, isn't it? I
Yeah,
think
Yeah.
if you fully like take ages to do it, or you just fucking
Yeah.
go.
yeah.
Now
Amy sort
think
of
later.
fell in.
Yeah, it was slippery.
She was
Or you can do
walking.
that as well. Like
She was walking, and then she slipped and fell in, and was like, "Oh, I'm in now." So
Yeah.
that's it.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should do Patreon special where we all go and get in the water.
Ice bath. Maybe I would like to be able to do it because it is meant to be boss for your body and that. Like,
well,
but,
check that girl out, Nina
yeah.
Finlay.
Yeah, we'll get
Proper
on it.
Wim Hof trained, you know, not a fake one.
Like it. Love it.
Pictures of him and all on her wall of her
Really?
and him, yeah.
What? So she does like what? She's like a.
She's
She
learned
went,
from.
she had went and
Franchise
did, she had
type of
like
thing.
went and did his retreats, and then he's
No.
probably got like a training course.
You'd have
for,
like certified people who
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
teach
can
the
do it
thing.
with
Yeah.
all, like,
It's like
his
a
proper
Subway
thing.
franchise.
So she's done that. Yeah, she's like a Wim Hof Subway franchise. Bread toasted or frozen? I'm made up with that wee guy. Reckon I should do comedy? Who knows?
Yeah, man. Take an ice bath and go do 5 minutes of hot water. From cold water to hot water.
eh?
Man.
Oh.
Come and do 5 minutes on Monday. Right, well, we're going to wrap it up there, I think.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
So
Thanks
where
so
can people
much.
find everything? Just on the...
Bingo, bongosbingo.co.uk.
Yeah.
Come down, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man,
Come
definitely.
down soon. Just
Sure.
send me a message. Come down.
Yeah, I want to
Table
go
at
to
the
the
front
90s.
in the splash zone. You can come to that one as well, but come to content and see it.
We go
Okay.
to a regular one
Yeah.
just to get the vibe, so you know what's happening,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then we'll try and hit
Yeah,
one
no,
of the
but
bigger
whenever you
ones.
want to come down. So yeah,
Right.
Bongos
Yeah,
Bingo.
sick, man, defo.
Get on it. Tickets and all are on there. And,
Yeah, man.
it's
The
just good
90s
fun.
one tickets are ready.
The tickets
just
are
quick.
on.
How did your scavenger hunt go? Because you done like a scavenger thing.
Yeah,
didn't
that was
you?
good. Like that
Was
was
it
quite
good?
funny. Yeah, our like marketing team when we're doing like they're like let's do something for the launch. So we hid like loads of stripy T-shirts with the
Yeah.
Bongos Bingo logo on it, and all people had to do was go and get them and bring them back to our venue, the green room, the bungalow.
Mm.
And I was like, no one's gonna fucking do that. And there was people running all around Liverpool.
That's class.
You
Yeah.
should do that with drugs.
Yeah, well, I think that's like
Just
the
for us.
motto, isn't it? So, yeah,
Just drop a spliff somewhere and go, it's
We're
done.
like,
Yeah, we'll find it.
yeah. Do you know what we get like scavenger hunt, but on drugs? It's just like
Everything on,
it's like
that's what
you're-
we do. Everyone goes, we've started the podcast. We go, we've started one on drugs.
Drugs.
That's our niche, mate. We just do everything on drugs.
That's what it is. You got to
Yeah.
find a gap in the market.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and drugs is a good one.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
our gap, yeah. So
Responsibly in little like quarters or whatever.
always responsibly,
Exactly,
yeah.
that's it.
Like, thanks for
Um,
having me on. It really.
No worries,
so
man.
much.
Thanks for coming down,
Amazing.
as boss. Yeah, go follow Johnny on socials and that. Go check out Bongos Bingo near you. Have you got anything plugged there, Callum?
Nah, just follow us on the old socials.
On the old socials,
At CALLUM OAKLEY.
is right. Nice and easy.
He's
nice
he's
one for coming
available
down.
For tech.
Yeah, if you ever need us for Bongo Bingo,
Yeah, signs.
Yeah.
give us a shout.
If you want someone to play a T-Rex
Let me
game
just
in the
write
background,
that down in the old invisible notebook.
yeah. Keep an eye out for that email. There,
Bingo
Callum.
machine just going down and a fucking little dinosaur game on the screen. Yeah, the numbers will be up in a wee minute.
Go get
Paul
fitted.
Finn.
Right, nice one, man.
Right.
Cheers for
one.
coming down, Callum. And nice one.
Right.
Go check out all the Patreon stuff and live shows are on there and all that stuff.
Love yous.
Love yous. See
Bye.
yous in a bit. Nice one.
In a bit.